just want to say thank you for coming back, checking out another video of mine. My name is JB. We're going to do a little bit of fishing here with Fishy today, and we're going to try to catch this Bigfoot, if you will. If anybody knows what Bigfoot is, this thing is almost impossible to find, but we're going to try to help you to find this thing. And the fish that we're looking for is called a common nace. All right, now we are at the Russia Pra location where we are at today. Get my map pulled up here. Where we're at today. Your starting point is here. You're going to come all the way around and come all the way back over here. Now, you can either walk it or you can either rent you a vehicle, a truck, or you can get a boat. I probably recommend just a boat because once you get through fishing with this, you may want to go somewhere else. Okay? Now, where we're at here, as you coming down here, you're going to come all the way around here. You're going to be somewhere in the D section, D1. Okay? And this is what you want. This is exactly where you want to be at. 113-255. This is where I caught the nace. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. For the last almost 3 days, I've been all up and down this river on both sides. Okay, I've even been all the way down here trying to fish, trying to find this fish. Now, this fish here is going to be a small fish. It's not going to be nothing big. It's going to be roughly about 2 pounds. The fish that I caught is was about 2 pounds and 1 ounces. So the maximum one I've seen is around 2 pounds 6 ounces. But the one I caught was 2 pounds 1 ounces. Okay, I didn't care what size it was. I was just glad I caught it. I got so frustrated trying to find this fish. But we're going to try to help you locate this thing today. Okay. So again, we're down here at this bend right here. We're kind of in this little valley right here. As you're coming around here, you got the hook. Okay. Now, hopefully this thing's going to help you. Okay. Now, what you want to be doing today, you want to be fishing with a feeder rod. That means you want to be fishing on the bottom. Okay, so the rod that I caught this fish on was this one here. Now, it doesn't really matter about the size of the rod or the reel because the fish is only 2 pounds, but this is just what I had fishing with. Now, I like fishing with a little bit more heavier because sometimes you will get other heavier fish that will hit that line. So you won't have you don't want to overkill it, but you want to be light as well. Okay, so I'm fishing with a 39-pound rod and roughly a 35-pound reel. Fishing with about an 18-pound monofillet. You can use the braided, but this particular one I had monofill. So 18 pounds. Okay, so I had my little signaler up at the top. Now the weight that I use, you're not going to really need a lot of weight because you're not going to really be throwing it that far. Okay, so the weight that I had was a 88 ounce, 0.88 ounce. Leader I had was a 14-pound leader. Hook that I'm using is a tiny leader. I mean a tiny hook, and then the bait that we're using is the medium. Okay, all right. So if we go back here. And we're gonna pull up this fish down here. Okay, we see this fish here is mainly barley, bloodworms, and mayfly. Now, guys, I found that with the barley and the bloodworms, I was getting all other kind of fish like the crescents and the ides and the bleaks and the brim, the silver bream. I was getting a little bit of everything. But once I kind of switched over to the mayfly, I didn't get so much of that riffraff fish because we want to be catching this and not all these other ones that are on the map. Okay, so what we're going to do here, hopefully I can catch this thing again. Okay, so what you want to do is that now I'm going to refer just as this is somebody may be new. You guys may already know this stuff, but if you do, you can fast forward a little bit further. What you want to do, you want to throw your rod out to about between a 20 to a 30 meter, okay? And so we're going to kind of estimate, look at the power on the right. So we're going to max it out. We're going to see what we're going to have here. Okay? All right. So we got about a 27 meter full strength with this setup that I have here, which is not too shabby. Okay. So if you want to have other reels, set up here, down here at the bottom. You can most certainly do that. And let me get, come on. Okay. So back up here, get my, we'll get that one rod here. We're going to get that bad boy set up here. Now guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch this or not. You're going to want to wait here the whole time. But basically what you want to do is that you want to start probably, let me get this real. Now look at the tip of my rod. Alright, so we've done maxed out on the throw here at 27 meters. I wouldn't go no further. I wouldn't go no further than where your rod's going to touch that log, and just keep throwing to the right, to the left. And I caught that fish. It was about somewhere about right in here. Okay, but you're gonna catch that fish between this right here, between about 20 meters and 35 meters from the shore. Okay. Now I also had a float rod that I've been trying to use, but apparently this thing here, because it's a carp related type species, that it's going to basically be a little bit deeper. Now we see here the water roughly about 27 meters is about 4.5 meters deep. Okay, so if you're going to be using a floater, you want to be setting your depth accordingly from there. So guys, I hope that helped. From there, like I said, I doubt I'll be able to catch one of these little fish because I had to wait. I had three poles in the water, and one pole was going off. Caught a bream, and then the other pole that I had was a floater. I had to keep my eye on that, and then by that time the other pole, which is the one that I caught the fish on, was going off. So I had three things going on at one time, and then when I pulled it in, then I wound up snagging. Actually, when I snagged it, that was actually a large common Nace. Actually, it wasn't a trophy fish, but here at this location, you'll catch, if you're looking to catch a bunch of assortments of different fish, you can catch them at this spot here. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this really helps somebody, because I'm all about sharing this information, because it is very aggravating when you spend quite a bit of time trying to find this thing